trashed. Instead of flipping them, I decided to rent them out, especially since I'm living here to manage them. It's been a good investment.
Wesley pulled a water bottle from the fridge and stayed silent as Matthias got to his point, which sometimes took a while. They'd been friends a long time, and Wesley knew how the man operated.
One of my renters was a young girl about 20. She didn't have much of a credit history, but she's had a hard life, so I went with my gut and gave her a chance. She's been the perfect tenant. More than a tenant, if I'm being honest. She's become like a daughter to me.
He snorted self-deprecatingly.
Or maybe like a granddaughter. Whatever, she's a good kid, and she's gone missing. It's been about a month.
Finding missing people wasn't remotely his specialty, but Wesley had resources he'd lend to Matthias if he was able. Before he could respond, his friend continued.
She's been living in the condo almost as long as I've been in Miami. We have dinner together twice a week, and sometimes lunch more than that. She's been working and putting herself through college, going part-time. Then, out of the blue, I get a letter from her, a fucking letter, not an email, with the current and next month's rent, explaining that she's found a new job and will be moving out of the city. The letter read as if it was from a tenant to an owner, with no clear personal relationship. Her place had been cleaned out and all her accounts closed. Not that she had many. There's been no activity on her one credit card, and her cell phone has been shut off, by her or someone claiming to be her. It's not like she lapsed in paying her bills, she just fell off the grid. Have you reported anything to the local police?
Wesley figured he knew the answer, but asked anyway.
Not exactly. I know a few local detectives, but she's an adult, and by all accounts she doesn't look like a missing person on paper. And my instinct doesn't count for shit with the cops. Not officially, anyway. I'd just come off as an overprotective friend. And before you ask, the check was a cashier's check with a return address of her condo. I don't know what happened to her stuff, but it's not in storage anywhere local that I can find. She quit her job the same way, with a letter. She doesn't have a boyfriend, wasn't having any issues with any men, no family, and only a few friends at school. She'd taken a semester off school to earn money, but she was planning on taking a summer class. This just isn't like her, and there's more.
Wesley sighed as he heard the garage door opening. Levi would be home now. He figured Celine was giving Faith her bath, since she hadn't come back to the kitchen.
Tell me.
He nodded at Levi, Celine's husband and a former operative, as the man stepped into the kitchen. Maybe it was Wesley's expression, but Levi just nodded once, then headed back to find his wife and daughter. Still, Wesley opened the side door to their kitchen and stepped out onto the porch for privacy.
I couldn't let this thing go, so for the past month, I've done all I can to find more. Turns out there are similar instances of other young women in the same age range who have gone missing. Not missing in the technical sense, but they've quit their jobs, then fallen off the face of the earth, completely going off the grid. I'm talking no emails, no phone bills, no credit card or bank account use, no rental agreements anywhere, nothing. And the ones I've found so far have all ended their rental agreements the same way, with letters worded eerily similar to the one I received. It could be nothing, but my gut says it's not. They've all got a connection to Bayside Community Center. Bayside? Yeah, you know the place? I know the owner. She's above reproach.
She was newly married to one of his guys and a sweet woman.
Maria Cervantes.
It was O'Reilly now, but Wesley didn't contradict Matthias.
Yep.
Matthias let out a breath.
I looked into her as much as I could, and she looks clean. She's one of yours? More or less. Okay, regardless, there's a connection at Bayside, but there could be more links I'm not seeing. I've done all I can, but I don't have the resources you do. Have you asked anyone at the agency?
Referring to Matthias's former employer. Matthias snorted.
No. I can and might, but I'm asking you first. You have more resources than anyone I know, and you don't care about the bullshit red tape, and you're a friend. I trust you with this. I might not be able to help you. I know.
Wesley had more questions, and he'd get them answered, but for now...